Well, happening now, the Food and Drug Administration has agreed to revise sweeping new food safety rules proposed in January. The regulations, which are part of the Food Safety Modernization Act, are aimed at preventing outbreaks of foodborne illnesses and improving food safety in the produce industry. Our Linda Ong is here with how this could impact local farmers. Linda.
That's right, Lindsay. The FDA's decision to revise the food safety rules comes after many complaints from both farmers and lawmakers. Their concern: the regulations would require farmers to follow strict sanitation guidelines, purchase new equipment, and potentially hurt businesses. Every Saturday for the past 2 years, Cody Holmes has been selling meat and produce from his farm at the farmers market of the Ozarks. For 40 years, Holmes' family has been growing crops and raising livestock at his family farm at Rockin' H Ranch, all grown naturally.
We don't use any chemicals and no pesticides on the farm.
But many farms in Springfield, like Rockin' H Ranch, may have to change their ways. The proposed F.D.A. rules on produce safety and prevention of foodborne illnesses would require large farms, like that of Rockin' H Ranch, to implement significant changes and upgrades. Among them, testing methods, equipment, and sanitation precautions, ultimately putting a financial strain on farmers.
There could be some dire consequences on our farm with the regulations on what we can grow.
And it's not only farmers who are voicing opposition. Less than a month ago, a bipartisan coalition of 75 members of the House and Senate expressed concern about the impact of the F.D.A. rules on farmers and businesses.
Well, I think that the food safety laws that were proposed really made it way too hard on farm families and small farmers.
The proposed food safety rules primarily affect large-scale farms that produce more than $500,000 in sales. But the new regulations could potentially affect smaller local farms throughout Springfield. Millsap Farm has been operating for about 5 years, growing enough fruits and vegetables to feed approximately 40 families.
You're growing for your family, and you're growing for really good friends, and people that you don't know then become friends.
Many small-scale farms like Millsap aren't directly affected by the F.D.A. regulation. But as markets selling directly to consumers begin to implement new guidelines, smaller farms will also have to abide by the rules.
We don't want it to be so regulated that we can't continue doing what we're doing.
Now, the FDA's decision to revise the proposed food safety rules gives farmers and businesses the opportunity to provide additional input. According to the FDA's website, the revisions to the regulation should be published by summer of 2014.